Yes, so hello guys, welcome back to another edition of Sports Updates Ghana. Yes, coming up in this edition, Ghana's senior national team, the Black Stars, held their second day of training at the Dr. Chase Stadium in Abrankese, Kumasi, as part of preparations for the 2023 AFCON. Two more players joined the Black Stars in camp as two players are left to join their teammates to have a full house at the Black Stars camp in Kumasi as we build out to the 2023 AFCON, which kickstarts on January 13th. So we're going to go through how the training session went down with the Black Stars players and which two players are left to join the Black Stars in camp. Before we get into all these and more, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get right into it. So it was day 2 of the Black Stars training session in Kumasi as they prepare for the 2023 AFCON. The team pitched camp in Kumasi as they left Accra on Monday. Well, they held their first training session on Tuesday. On a Wednesday, the Black Stars continued their training session, having their second day of training in Kumasi. Well, the team have not been training at the Barbara Sports Stadium. Rather, they've been training at the Dr. Chase Stadium, where the team have been for the past 2 days. Well, yesterday the team wore black to the training session. The first day they wore red, but this time they wore black. Well, 25 players took part of the training session that was held in Abrankese, to be precise. Coach Chris Hutton and his technical men, that includes the likes of goalkeepers trainer Richard Olele Kinson, as well as assistant coaches Masudi Dramani and Coach George Watson, all were part of the training session that was held on Wednesday. Well, the training went down very smoothly, and this was how the training went down as the 25 players took part of the training session. I've already told you that the Black Stars players wore black. Well, they first started with some small stretches where players had to lie down for the masseurs to just give them some nice massage and get them ready for the training session. Right after doing that, they just took the armband and started doing some stretches as well on the pitch. Later on, the Black Stars players went through some few hurdles of thatches, and we saw Jordan Ayew going through the thatches and getting himself warmed up for the training session. Then later on, Chris Hutton and his technical team divided the team into two by having some passing game to improve their touches. So the Black Stars players were involved in passes, tiki-taka and all that, so that they can get their fluidity and cohesion and bonding. So they had to improve their passing game, and Chris Hutton made sure the players did that. It was quite intensive as we saw the players going hard at each other, trying to win the ball and also making sure that their passes were completely done and all that. So it was such an intensive training session that the players went through. On the side as well, goalkeeper Richard Olele Kinson made sure that Ghana's goalkeepers were also actively involved in the training session. They were involved in some diving, and Richard Olele Kinson would sometimes shoot the ball into the tight angles, and the goalkeepers would have to dive and make sure they catch the ball. Later on, we saw Richard Olele Kinson also making sure that in terms of the long range shots, the Black Stars goalkeepers were up to the task. So he went wide and also tried some long distance shots to see how the Black Stars goalkeepers will react to it and all that. Then later on, after everything was said and done, Coach Chris Hutton lined up the players and had a pep talk with the players before leaving the Dr. Chase Stadium. So that was how the training session went down at the Dr. Chase complex in Abrankese, Kumasi, to be precise. So let's check out the number of players that we have at the Black Stars camp currently. Well, Crystal Palace forward, that is Jordan Ayew, has joined his teammates in camp and was part of Wednesday's training session. Also, Orlando Pirates shortstopper Richard Ofori, who missed day 1 of the training session, has also joined his team in camp, and these are the latest players to join the Black Stars camp in Kumasi ahead of the 2023 African Cup of Nations, which will be hosted in Cote d'Ivoire. The two players joined the squad on Wednesday and trained with them at the Dr. Chase Sports Complex in Abrankese. Well, the team currently has 25 players. So let's go through the list of 25 players that we have in the Black Stars camp currently. So these are the players that we have in the Black Stars camp currently. So for goalkeepers, we have Jojo Wolacott, Lawrence Atizigi, and Richard Ofori, who are the 3 goalkeepers. So we have all our 3 goalkeepers in camp currently. Well, in defense, we had Ali Duseidu, who was part of the training session, Dennis Odway, Kingsley Schindler, Gideon Mensah, Abdul Fattah Hamid, Nicolas Opoku, Daniel Amati, Salisu Mohammed, and Alexander Jiku making up the defenders. For midfielders, we have Baba Idrisu, Elisha Owusu, Abdul Salih Samed, Richmond Lamte, Majid Ashmeru, Captain Andre Ayew, Ransford Yeboah, Connex Dofa, Osman Bukari, Joseph Pentil, and Ernest Nyama. So for the attackers, we have Jordan Ayew, who joined the team for the second day of training, Antoine Semenyo, and Jonathan Soa. So these are currently the attackers that we have in camp. The only players who are yet to report to camp are West Ham forward that is Mohamed Kudus and Inaki Williams. Mohamed Kudus was expected to join the team on Wednesday. So Mohamed Kudus is expected to join the team for their next training session, which will be day 3 on Thursday, which is today. For Inaki Williams, Athletic Bilbao released a statement saying that the player has now fully recovered from his small sickness that he gotten. So he'll be traveling on Thursday to join the Black Stars in camp. Hopefully on day 4 of the Black Stars training session, which will be on Friday, Inaki Williams will be part of that training session. So this is the latest update on the Black Stars preparation for the 2023 AFCON. Ghana will be coming up against Egypt, who are our group opponents in Group B for the tournament, and will also play Mozambique and Cape Verde. But in the meantime, the Black Stars will take on Namibia in a friendly match on Monday, January 8, 2024, which is going to be a holiday, and the game will be played at the Kumasi Babayara Sports Stadium. Well, this is the latest update on the Black Stars training camp in Kumasi. Well, until then, see you in the next one. Please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. I'm out.